Kurunji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
Free bus for LKG to 8th standard.
Free, hygienic and nutritious food.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurunji Education Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurunjischoolnkl.in.
Students, now in this video, so we are continue to learn regarding simple tissues. So in previous video, I have given information regarding parenchyma. So parenchymatous tissue, so is there that parenchymatous tissue is divided into many types like chlorenchyma, arenchyma and storage parenchyma. Likewise, we have seen there are different types of parenchyma. So there one point I forgot to give there. Now what is that point? So this parenchyma, discovered by. So here in today's class, so first bit that is all I am going to give. So parenchyma was discovered by once you see there, discovered by Robert Hooke. So now that is main important point today I am going to give. So parenchyma is discovered by, or parenchyma was discovered by Robert Hooke. Later all points we have been discussed regarding the parenchyma. So thereby this point I would like to give first. Okay, so why? Because simple tissue. So first one parenchyma, second one is chlorenchyma. So that's why parenchyma was discovered by Robert Hooke. Now today's class point of view, chlorenchyma, let us discuss. Okay, chlorenchyma discovered by, or the chlorenchyma was discovered by Sleeden. Emma Sleeden, and the term chlorenchyma was coined by. Once you see the chlorenchyma was discovered by Sleeden, and the term chlorenchyma was coined by Swan. Okay, so these 2 points I have given in previous video also, but I would like to give by one more time. Right, so this chlorenchyma we are calling by one more name, that is mechanical tissue. Emma, chlorenchyma is also known as living mechanical tissue, or living also we can add. So means living, why we are calling means, so what are the cells are present in a chlorenchymatous tissue? No, definitely consist of cytoplasm, and the cell wall is made up of cellulose. Suppose if the cell wall is made up of cellulose and the cell wall would, suppose if you are observing presence of cytoplasm, so that particular cell we can be considered as living cell. Don't forget one point, 2 points you try to remember. One is cell wall definitely must be made up of chlorenchyma, and cell wall must be made up of with cellulose. Next one, cell wall will definitely cytoplasm must be there. So that particular cell we can be considered as living cell. Living cell means cell wall definitely must be made up of with cellulose, and within the cell cytoplasm must be there. So such kind of cell, so simply we will be calling as a living cell. So here this particular chlorenchyma we will be calling as a living mechanical tissue. We are calling as living mechanical tissue, which is present in the stem and leaves. Here once you see there, it is also known as mechanical tissue. I have written a living, I didn't write, but through my voice you can get it is this particular chlorenchyma we will be calling by one more name, living mechanical tissue. Which is present in stem and leaf. So mainly where it is present means definitely it is present in stems and leaves, and in stem it is found beneath of epidermis. In stem point of view, definitely this particular chlorenchyma is present beneath of epidermis means, so in stem epidermis keel, beneath of epidermis or epidermis below. So what is the layer we can find out means hypodermis we will find. means the layer or the part which is present beneath of epidermis we will be calling as hypodermis. So this particular hypodermis in a stem is made up of cholenchyma. So that is the point now I am going to give you. Okay, so they generally the stem it is found beneath of in stem it is found beneath of epidermis. It can be observed as a continuous hypodermal ring. Continuous hypodermal ring we can be seen in Helianthus annivus. In previous video also I told you this one. And a discontinuous ring. Continuous ring we can be seen in Helianthus annivus, and discontinuous ring we will observe in Cucurbita. These 2 points in NEET examination point of view important. Even in our slip test examinations also definitely these 2 bits I will ask. So listen carefully. So continuous hypodermal ring we will observe in Helianthus. Next one, discontinuous hypodermal ring we will observe in Cucurbita. So in anatomy definitely I will explain this particular point by one more time. Right. Now in leaves, cholenchyma is found in petioles, leaf margins, veins and veinlets. So on which parts we can see the presence of cholenchyma? So we can found this particular cholenchyma in petioles, leaf margins, veins, veinlets. So likewise there are different types of parts of the plant consist of cholenchyma. Next one, it is also observed in peduncle and pedicel. So peduncle is nothing but which one? The stalk of flowers or the group of flowers are commonly arranged on the axis. Inflorescences axis is that particular inflorescences axis we will be calling as a peduncle, and pedicel is a stalk of flower, isn't it? So means here the peduncle and pedicel. So likewise, so there are different types of plant parts consist of which one? Cholenchyma. So however, cholenchyma is absent. So means here we have seen, so there are so many number of parts of the plants or so many parts of the plants definitely consist of cholenchyma we have seen. So now here however it is present in a majority of the plant parts, it is also absent. So however cholenchyma is absent in the root system of all parts or all plants. Means here once you see that the cholenchyma is absent in the root system of all plants. So thereby in monocotyledons and in dicotyledons or in some other kind of suppose if any kind of plants are there means, so in all types of plants, in all types of plants definitely cholenchyma is absent in a root system of all plants. Don't forget, example point of view important. Next one, it is found in monocotylid. It is not found in monocot stem and leaf. So before point, what is the point we are studying? So this particular cholenchyma is absent in roots of all plants we are discussing, and down what they are giving, so other giving, it is also not found in monocot stem and leaf. So thereby here one point we would like to conclude, that one is in monocotyledons it is not present in root and it is not present in stem and even it is not present in leaves also. So thereby here what is the point here we can understand. So first point here what is the point here we are studying? Cholenchyma is absent in the root system of all plants. So dicots, monocots likewise. So in all types of root system cholenchyma is absent, and the clear information point of view, it is not found in monocot stem and leaves. So thereby in monocotyledons, in root also cholenchyma is absent, and in stem cholenchyma absent, and in leaves also cholenchyma is absent. So thereby in monocotyledons plants, so cholenchyma completely is absent. So that particular point to try to save. Next one, so the cells present in the cholenchyma are known as collocytes. So here what are the cells present in the cholenchyma? We will be calling as, or we will be taking these cells or we will be taking these cells as collocytes. So the cells which are present in the cholenchyma is referred as collocytes. Next one, so here they are living cells. So they are living cells and show vacuolated protoplast. So once you see there, so all these cells are living cells. So that's why here this particular cholenchyma we will be considering as living mechanical tissue. So how it will be living and show the vacuolated protoplast. So definitely vacuole is there. So definitely vacuolated protoplast. So cytoplasm with vacuole we can be taken or we will observe. Next one, normally cells are elongated. Normally cells are elongated, round or cylindrical. So means normally cells structures will be elongated, round or cylindrical. However, in some parts no, it may be or they may be short, oval or polygonal in shape. So means likewise, so there are different types of shapes or there elongated structures, round or cylindrical or maybe short, oval or polygonal. Likewise, there are different types of shapes of the cholenchyma we can observe. Next one, it consists of cells which are much thickened at the corners, so due to the deposition of cellulose, hemicellulose and pectin. So here at the corners means here the cholenchymatous cells, if you see there, no, these cholenchymatous cells definitely so are much thickened, means here these cell walls are much thickened where at corners. So here, so due to the, so sir, why sir these particular corners are more thickened, why sir, what is the reason means? So once you see there, the corners due to the deposition of cellulose, hemicellulose and pectin. So at the corners of the cells, so at the corners of the cells due to the deposition of the cellulose, hemicellulose and pectin. So here the all these corners of these cellulose cholenchymatous cells is much thickened. Next one, these cells are assimilate food materials or the food when they contain chloroplast. So means here these cholenchymatous cells definitely consist of suppose if these cholenchymatous cells consist of chloroplast, definitely performs the process of photosynthesis due to the presence of chloroplast. Next one here, one important bit to be discussed more and more. So what is that point? No, there in cholenchymatous cells definitely intercellular spaces are absent. Which one is absent? Intercellular spaces are absent. This is important bit. In cholenchyma, intercellular spaces are absent. So next one, they provide mechanical support. They provide mechanical support to the growing parts of the plant such as young stem and petiole of leaf. So definitely it is present, means this particular cholenchymatous mechanical tissue that is present in young stem and petiole of leaf and provides definitely support or the provides mechanical support to the growing parts of the plant. So till now what is information we have seen? No, cholenchyma discovered by Sleeden. Cholenchyma discovered by Sleeden and the term cholenchyma was given by Swan. Later this particular cholenchyma we will be calling by one more name, mechanical tissue. So definitely it is present in all majority of the plant parts consist of cholenchyma, but strictly it is absent in root system of all plants. So likewise in monocotyledons, no, even this particular cholenchyma is absent in even in root system also, means not only in root system, stems and leaves also. So in monocotyledons cholenchyma is absent. Next one, so what are the cells present in the cholenchyma? These particular cells we will be calling as collocytes. Next one, these are all living cells and show vacuolated protoplast. Vacuolated protoplast, and all these cells if you see there, no, there are different types of shapes also are there. Next one, the cell corners. So the cell wall corners are highly thickened or thickened due to the deposition of cellulose, hemicellulose and pectin. Next one, suppose if the cholenchymatous cells contains chloroplast means, so that particular cells are definitely involved in the preparation of food materials. Next one, intercellular spaces are strictly absent. Next one, they provide mechanical support definitely in young stems and petiole of leaf. Okay, so thereby here what is the main important point means, what is the point now? Up to here all these points are important. Now, so this cholenchyma, so this particular cholenchyma for our convenience to study, we can be divided into following types. So here the types of cholenchyma. Majumdar, scientist name Majumdar, identified 3 types of cholenchyma: angular, lacunar, and one more is lamellar. Majumdar scientist identified 3 types of cholenchyma. There are 3 different types of cholenchymatous types are there. First one is angular cholenchyma, second one is lacunar cholenchyma, and third one is lamellar cholenchyma. One more time: angular, lacunar, and lamellar. Now first one let us start to discuss. That one is angular cholenchyma. Angular cholenchyma. So here the diagrams once you see there, diagrams once if you observe, angles. So angular cholenchyma, what is the main important point to be discussed means, it is more common than the other types. So means other types means lacunar cholenchyma is there and a lamellar type also is there, no? So here this particular cholenchyma means angular cholenchyma when compared to the remaining 2 types, no, angular cholenchyma is more common than the other types. Okay, next one, in this type the cells are arranged in regular rows. Cells are arranged in now once you see there angular cholenchyma, it is more common than the other types. In this type cells are arranged in irregular rows. Cells are arranged in irregular rows and the cell corners are excessively thickened. So definitely what is the point? So there are different types of cells are there, but here the cells arrangement is in irregular rows and the cell corners are excessively thickened. Next one, here the intercellular spaces are absent. Definitely here which one is absent? Intercellular spaces. So here the intercellular spaces are absent and it is found in stem of Solanum, Datura, and next one Helianthus, and one more is Cucurbita. One more time you see there, in angular cholenchyma cells arrangement is in like irregular arrangement and the cell corners are excessively thickened. So once we have seen why here the cell corners are excessively thickened means due to the deposition of cellulose, hemicellulose and pectin. Already we have seen. Next one, so here once you see the diagram, so here the corners of the cells, so cell corners, all corners are highly thickened. So here when these all corners are highly thickened, no, so definitely on the cells arrangement also once you see there, cells arrangement also compact arrangement. Okay, cells arrangement also is compact arrangement. So here when the cell corners are highly thickened or excessively thickened due to the deposition of cellulose and hemicellulose and pectin, no, generally they in that particular time, no, intercellular spaces are absent. Next one, where we can see this kind of angular cholenchyma means can be found in stems of Solanum, Datura, Helianthus and Cucurbita. Okay, my examples also try to remember: Solanum, Datura, Helianthus and one more is Cucurbita. Next one, lacunar cholenchyma. Second type of the cholenchyma is lacunar cholenchyma. So in this type, no, the cells are arranged in irregular rows. Cells are arranged in irregular rows showing small intercellular spaces. When you will observe when we have seen the information of angular cholenchyma, so we seen this point, what is the intercellular spaces are absent we seen. But in lacunar cholenchyma, what is the point? Cells are here in angular irregular and in lacunar also irregular. But here in angular cholenchyma intercellular spaces absent we seen, but in lacunar cholenchyma small intercellular spaces are present we are observing. small intercellular spaces are present, and the cells are excessively thickened around the intercellular spaces, in the cell corners. So definitely here, what is the point? No, intercellular spaces are absent, but so here when these cell walls are excessively thickened, around the intercellular spaces in the corners, so thereby here these intercellular spaces later we could not see. Initially chance is there to see the intercellular spaces, but when the cell walls are thickened, so around the intercellular spaces, so in the corners in the future no chance to see the presence of intercellular spaces. So thereby this kind of condition, so we can be seen in the stem of lactica and leucus, and one more is aerial roots of monstera. So it is found in the stems of lactica, leucus, and aerial roots of monstera. So this is these are all some kind of important points related to the lacunar. Initially definitely intercellular spaces are absent, exactly at the intercellular spaces cell walls are thickened. Next one, in lamellar collenchyma. Lamellar collenchyma point of view, what are the main important points to be discussed means, in this type the cells are arranged in horizontal rows. The cells arrangement is in horizontal rows, and the tangential walls are excessively thickened. Tangential walls, once you see there, if you see this particular diagram now, so with the white color chalk piece I have drawn now, so it is a tangential wall, means if you take one particular cell here, is a tangential wall, and orange color now radial wall, and white chalk piece tangential wall. So here these two walls tangential, and with orange color now the radial. So thereby once you see the information, the tangential walls are excessively thickened, but radial walls are thin. Tangential walls are excessively thickened. Tangential walls are definitely excessively thickened, but radial walls are thin. Either radial walls, orange ink, radial walls are thin. Hence, they appear as plates. We will be calling by one more name, lamellae. So here, because of this nature, so here this lamellar collenchyma appears like plates. So lamellae arranged compactly one above the other. So here one, so likewise, so proper arrangement will be there, compactly arranged one above the other. Next one, it is found in the stem of Sambucus, and one more is Eupatorium. So lamellar type of collenchyma we can observe in Sambucus, and one more is Eupatorium. So these are all different types of which one collenchyma. So one more time, once you see there, collenchyma is divided into three types. So angular collenchyma, lacunar collenchyma, and lamellar collenchyma. In angular collenchyma, so here the cells arrangement will be irregular, and the corners are highly thickened, and there are no chance to the presence of intercellular spaces, and the different types of examples. So Solanum, Datura, Helianthus, Cucuruta, like that. Next one, lacunar collenchyma, the cells arrangement is irregular, and intercellular spaces are present, small intercellular spaces, but cell walls are highly thickened around the intercellular spaces in the cell corners. Okay, so this kind of phenomenon we can be seen in lactica, leucus, and aerial roots of monstera. Next one, lamellar collenchyma point of view. So here the cells arrangement is in horizontal rows. So as cells arranged in a horizontal rows. Next one, the tangential walls are excessively thickened. Tangential walls are excessively thickened, but radial walls are thin. Okay, so thereby hence they appear like plates. So and are arranged compactly one above the other. Next one, it is found in the stems of Sambucus, and one more is Eupatorium. Okay, next one. Now let us see the functions of the collenchyma. Functions point of view, it gives flexibility and tensile strength. So which one? When that particular collenchyma is present, so at the parts of the plant node, definitely that gives flexibility and tensile strength to the plant parts. So means because of the presence of cholenchyma at various parts of the plants, no, definitely that gives, means here the cholenchyma gives rise to or gives flexibility and tensile strength. Next one, so that the plant parts do not break. So thereby because of the presence of cholenchyma in various plant parts, no, so these plant parts do not break, but bend. So breakdown no chance, but so because of the presence of cholenchyma, definitely chance is there to get bent when force is applied. So means here, suppose if the force is applied on the particular plant parts, no, so no chance to the breakdown, but chance is there for bend. So that is everything is accomplished. So because of the presence of cholenchyma. Next one, therefore they get protected. So therefore because of the presence of this particular cholenchyma, so they get protected from the weight, pressure and forceful winds. So because of the presence of cholenchyma, so even the plant parts can be protected from the weight, pressure and forceful winds. Next one, it is also takes part in the synthesis of food materials. So here, so what is the main important point? One more point we can be discussed now. Suppose if the cholenchyma consists of chloroplast, suppose if the cholenchyma consists of chloroplast, so because of the presence of that particular chloroplast in the cholenchymatous cells, no, it is also responsible or it is also helps in the synthesis of food materials. So this is the last and final point regarding cholenchyma. Once you see now the diagrammatical explanation point of view, so once you see there, so here benzene like a structures we are observing now there. So between the two cells we are unable to or we are not able to find which one intracellular spaces. Why here the intracellular spaces are absent means here all cells are compactly arranged, and not only that one, all corners are highly thickened because of the presence of because of the presence of which one cellulose, hemicellulose and one more is pectin. So here the cells arrangement irregular and here also cells arrangement irregular, but in the lamellar type middle diagram, so lacunar diagram. So third one is lamellar. Okay, in lacunar, here also the cells arrangement is irregular, but here even though somewhat intracellular spaces are absent around the intracellular spaces, so here once you see the cell walls are highly thickened around the intracellular spaces in the cell corners, automatically cell structure will be like this. So this kind of a phenomenon we can be seen in, so some kind of examples, lactica, leucus and aerial roots of monstera. Next one, a lamellar point of view, here the cells arrangement is horizontal. Cells arrangement is horizontal. So because when this cells arrangement is horizontal, no, so all these cells arrangement will be there like plates. Next one here, one more important point, tangential walls are highly thickened or excessively thickened. These walls, white with white chalk piece is there, no, are the tangential walls, and orange chalk piece, no, radial walls. So I have mentioned here, tangential walls are highly thickened, then the radial walls, or tangential walls are excessively thickened and radial walls are thin. So that is a point here we can learn. Next one, functions point of view. So this particular cholenchyma is present in mostly all parts of the plants. So because of the presence of this particular cholenchyma, that gives flexibility and tensile strength to the particular plants and helps in not to break. So plant parts do not break down because of the presence of cholenchyma, but bends. That's why we have written flexibility as well as a tensile strength. And so this kind of a phenomenon when we can see when force is applied, so thereby they get protected from the weight, pressure and forceful winds. So because of the presence of cholenchyma, because of the presence of chloroplast, cholenchyma prepares the food materials also by the process of photosynthesis. So these are all important diagrams of cholenchyma. So small information, this much of huge information are not given in our NCERT, but try to learn this entire information and try to be in good position in learning of concept. Thank you, and be safe at home.